Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. Gonna do a coffee with creamer review for Raven's Brew coffee. So I reviewed the coffee without creamer, and this is a really good. It's a really good brand of coffee. But so the suggested amount to make of their coffees are 2 tablespoons of ground coffee plus 6 ounces of water. So when you make it, it only puts about like that much in there, not a whole lot. It's almost like what I mentioned. It's kind of like an espresso kind of a version of the coffee. Their coffees are at least the Double Dead. They're highly caffeinated, so it's probably why they're designed and measured in the way of to drink small amounts. Excuse me. So I add creamers to my coffees, but when I review them, I look at them as in when I don't use creamers, as whether or not I would drink them without creamers, and if they're, in my opinion, good enough to my taste that I would be able to drink them without creamers, if happen to, So this is that case. These are really good coffees. I wouldn't have to have creamer with them, but it's just how I drink mine and how I mostly enjoy mine. But I don't add like a crap load of creamers to them to the point where it's got them so sweet that you don't even taste the coffee. I don't do that. I just put subtle amounts of creamers in there just to add to the already flavor of the coffee. So that's just how I do it. So anyway, so what I did was I made a double batch of this. I don't know. It doesn't say not to, but it may not be something that's recommended if it's highly caffeinated. But it was going to work better for me to do the creamer version. And I have all day caught up with my work, so I can just take it easy. I'm not, I don't know, maybe it's better that you have a lot to do if you're going to have highly caffeinated, like a lot of caffeine. But I don't know. I think it'll be all right. I haven't had any problem with caffeine in the past, so should be all right. So there's 2 cups of water. Okay, there's 2 cups of water, and what I did was on the tablespoons. What I did on the regular review of these, I did kind of not a heaping but not a level tablespoon. On this, I just did level tablespoons. So there it is. I put in 4 to make a double batch of it. Smells really, really nice. It's really good. It's strong. It is strong. So if this version gets watched and my other version doesn't get watched when I did it without the creamers, let me just read to you a little bit about this flavor. This is called the Deadman's Reach High-Speed Blend. Served in bed, raises the dead. A Raven's Brew cult classic is what this one is. Our famous high-speed blend is dark roasted with a sweet bite. They got these cool cards. I call them collector cards because I'm going to keep these because they're really cool. The artwork is by Ray Troll. I think he's a Canadian. I don't know if you can see that or not. He's in bed, he's reaching for his coffee. He is dead. He is just bones. Okay, on the package, it says pretty much the same thing on the card, just a little bit different. Our famous high-speed blend is dark roasted with a sweet bite. Eco Correcto coffees make up this cult classic. On the back it says, the elixir for a new millennium. Deadman Reach is a shoal along Baranof Island in Peril Strait in the Alexander Archipelago of southeast Alaska. We thought Deadman's Reach sounded like coffee and were inspired to design this special high-speed blend of very rare coffees. Says back here, Deadman's Reach coffee is specifically designed for jump-starting your mornings, long-haul trucking, cramming for exams, winning races, inspiring great ideas and noble emotions, graveyard shifts, deadlines, states of pure bliss and intense coffee pleasure. Okay, so all right, so, and before I forget, oh, this is, I'll read this after I do this. So, Raven's Brew Coffee is giving viewers a code to use 20% off of their online order. It is Alaska 20 for 20% off your online order. So take advantage of that. Okay, so all right, here's what I do. I start off with regular Coffee Mate. I put just a little below a level teaspoon of that in there. Usually all this does is it just adds a little lactose to it. Curves the bitterness that is in a lot of coffees. Excuse my sinuses are destroying me. Okay, so a lot of people, that's all they use is this kind of a creamer, not a sweet creamer, just regular coffee creamer. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. It just curved a little bit of the the high roastiness that is there. It already has a decent low acidity to these. It's not, to me, it's not that high at all. So some coffees have a high acidity to the point where people don't like that much, so then they put a lot of creamers in it to mask off that. But this doesn't have that, so it just has a big roastiness to it. So yeah, that's what it did. It just kind of curved it off a little bit and added a little bit of a lactose kind of taste to it. All right, so here's what I use is the caramel macchiato from Great Value. And I do about the same thing. All I'm looking for is just a little added sweetness to it. I don't like putting sugar in my coffees. I like it to have an added kind of an added like flavor, sweetness, like caramel to it, and that's just how I drink it. So yeah, I didn't put a heaping amount in there. It's not what I do. And the liquid creamers, those are so dadgum sweet that you might as well not even be drinking coffee. It's like you're drinking chocolate milk or something. So, or something else. There I get there. I achieved it. I achieved what I was looking for. You still get the great taste of this coffee, and plus a little bit of a caramel additive to it, and it goes really nicely with this. Yeah, it's really good. So I've got a lot of paperwork to do today. Meeting with the boss, so this is good. I'm gonna get alert. I'm gonna get awake, get energized, and yeah, I'm ready. All right, so there's some other artwork by Ray Troll. Okay, and on the back here it says, "The Company and the Art of Coffee." Ravens Brew Coffee is a small family-owned company dedicated to sourcing the world's best coffee. Each batch of coffee is carefully roasted, resulting in distinct and superior flavor development, a notably clean taste, and an intense, sweet, perfumey fragrance. We started roasting coffee in Ketchikan, Alaska, in a garage in 1992, and now have roasteries in Alaska and Washington. Our green coffee buying strategy focuses mainly on heirloom varieties grown in shade forest conditions and without the use of agrochemicals. We strive to offer only coffees that will be an enlightening experience for the customer and fair, and just for the small producers of our unique coffees. We roast certified organic as well as conventional specialty coffees. The art of blending. Raven's Brew proprietary blends are unique in the coffee world as well as quite distinct from one another. We design these coffees for different occasions, different time of day, even different levels of caffeine content. They are designed above all to pander to the personality of the palate. Explore them all. Okay, and then about the art. Our main label art was created by the world-famous Alaskan artist Ray Troll. Ray's designs adorn our coffee packaging as well as t-shirts, mugs, posters, and postcards. I've looked at some of their merch and they got some really cool stuff in there. So go check it out. Go to their website and look at all that they got available. And yeah, check them out. Don't just take my word for it. Go get you a few and use that 20% off discount there, and check them out for yourself. I believe you will be pleased. Okay, so they're available to contact at Facebook, Ravens Brew Coffee, Instagram at Ravens Brew Coffee. You can go to find a store, ravensbrewcoffee.com/store-locator. Call them at 1-800-917-2836. There's also another one, sip@ravensbrew.com. So yeah, many ways to contact them. Check them out. See for yourself. Really good stuff. Okay. Well, I thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you to Kayla for sending me these. I appreciate that as well. And either without creamer or with creamer, this is really good. So see you on the next one.